I don't know why anyone in their right mind would take such a collection of photos. Because aside from that teddy bear, and the court documents, the name that was on the table in some of these photos, is the name of an artist that painted pictures of children being cut, part by part, or something in those lines. He more or less painted pictures of children with body parts around them. And yet Balenciaga let all these subtle things just get away. The level of detail at these atrocities was extremely high.
So just for anybody who might be somewhere in a corner thinking that all of these were just an accident, and not seeing through the bloody lies of Balenciaga in their so-called apology that is really no apology, you can see for yourself. How did Michael Bowman's name come on the same table? The same photo shoot. You have the court judgment that permits perverts in Hollywood to produce synthetic pornography, child pornography. You have Michael Bowman who paints all kinds of horrible images of children with hands cut out in pieces and the child staring at the cut off hands, and then children who are sad and lonely and deprived and probably ready to die. Nothing positive about kids. The same guy is featured in that same one picture, and all of these was an accident. Ooh, really? What bloody accident? Are you kidding me? How can there be an accident? The BDSM gear, the court judgment, Michael Bowman's, all an accident, 3 of them at once. You're bloody liars, man. Yeah, but, I can scream all I want. These guys know what they're doing. I scream because I know the truth. I scream because I'm trying to get others to know the truth. And sometimes it's not that easy. It's not so easy because people are trying to reason from what they see from the mainstream media that has been largely silent since this nonsense happened. But when Kanye West made us sleep, everybody was on him. And in just one day or two, the guy went from being a billionaire to being a millionaire. What happens to Balenciaga today? Nobody's saying anything. Oh, they made an apology. What apology? They are externalizing the evil that they are known for. I told you this in some of my videos.
The fashion designing company pulled thousands of images off of their website and issued an apology, claiming the whole thing was an innocent mistake. But it was too late for the international fashion conglomerate. Before they were able to scrub the images, the public had already downloaded them all and are now going through them one by one and are finding things even worse than what we saw in the Panda shoot or the promotion of the legalization of synthetic pedophilia. What we are witnessing is an open rollout of the internal operations of this globalist cult that operates in the currency of children. And this is their coming out, their externalization of the hierarchy.
When evil has matured, when your agreement with Satan is signed and sealed, the next phase in your becoming a satanic agent on earth is to externalize who you are. You don't hide it anymore. That's where the term coming out came from. It doesn't matter what you have gone into with Satan. You have to have a time. It's a ceremony. This is what Balenciaga is doing. They are externalizing. They are bringing it out in the open. Something that's been happening on the inside. This is the foundations on which the company was founded. They are coming out just like Disney is coming out. And I've been telling you even before they chose to come out that this is who these guys are. You didn't want to believe me. Balenciaga is coming out. They're coming out. Just like John Podesta. These guys, they love to punish children and kill children and abuse children. This is what they're doing. It's coming out season for Balenciaga. They want to show you this is who we are. And by doing that, they carry out what is called trauma-based mind control. You know what trauma-based mind control is? So they show you stuff like this. They could have actually shown a man like raping a child. And you see that, you'll be like, what? The trauma, it hits your brain and it's like your brain is is already sparking and giving out lights everywhere. And you're thinking to yourself, how in the world? You can't, it's almost like you're having sleepless night for it. But that's just for that moment. When you see something like that again, your brain is already beginning to accept. You see it a third time, a fourth time, that's it. It will never ever produce the same effect it did produce when you first saw it. That's why we have all gotten used to the killings by Boko Haram. Remember when they started, they disembowel a pregnant woman, they cut somebody's arm, they decapitate somebody, amputate somebody. We'd be like, oh my gosh, what is this? I'm traumatized, I can't sleep. Not anymore. We see them today, we go like, oh, this is too much, God help us. Because you have already been brought under what they call the trauma-based mind control. You have been desensitized. That's how they do it. That's what Balenciaga is about to do. Externalization of a deep-rooted evil that the world will look at and feel disgusted to the highest point. But they have started, and you're going to see more and more and more, and very soon we're all going to get used to children being abused in the open. We will accept it. If you think it's a lie, why? Didn't you see the video I posted the other time? They've already started telling you that, oh, we don't want to call these guys pedophiles anymore. Because that strikes some type of negativity in the minds of these people. They are really not as bad as we think they are. So we're going to give them a new name, a different expression that doesn't as much as paint them bad. And so that expression is what? Minor attracted people or minor attracted persons. MAP, MAP. Yeah, don't call them pedophiles. They were born that way, just like the gay person, the lesbian person, the transgender person. They were born that way. So don't call them that. Minor attracted is more fashionable. It's a way of making the evil look good. This is what we're talking about. They are in front of you every day. These people are telling you who they are, and you're not paying attention. This is who they are. They are Satanists. Okay, so now if you think I'm just hating on Balenciaga for nothing, I want you to take a look at this woman. Look at the creature. This is the chief designer for Balenciaga. After seeing a woman like this and these images, are you still in doubt as to the premeditated nature of what Balenciaga had done? That it wasn't an accident, it wasn't by mistake. Look at who designs for Balenciaga. These are plain Satanists telling you to your face, we are Satanists, and yet you don't understand. Look at the design. Look, this design on the screen is Balenciaga design. When you see this on the screen, what immediately comes to your mind? These guys are ready to change our world with their fashion. They want to take every fashion that is prevalent in hellfire and bring it to the earth. They want to make sure that Satan is marketed through fashion, through media, through every single means at their disposal. Why is it so difficult for us to see these guys for who they are? They're not even hiding anymore. They're telling us to our faces, this is me, this is who I am. And yet we're still arguing with each other every day. Kim Kardashian is one of their models. She models for them. And you know, when it happened, she didn't talk for a long time. And everybody was waiting to hear what she was going to say. I'm already not a fan of the Kardashians because I know a little bit about those people. You know? Yeah. And I was not surprised when I saw the comment from Kim. She said, I have been quiet for the past few days now because I haven't been disgusted and outraged by the recent Balenciaga campaigns, but because I wanted an opportunity to speak to their team to understand for myself how this could have happened. And then she went further to say, as a mother of 4, I have been shaken by the disturbing images. The safety of children must be held with the highest regard, and any attempts to normalize child abuse of any kind should have no place in our society, period. That's what she said. And guess what? She went further on to say that She's rethinking, she's trying to think through her relationship with Balenciaga, and she continuing with them will be dependent on how they apologize and how they make and put measures in place to make sure that something like this doesn't happen again. So basically, she is not dumping Balenciaga. She's not canceling Balenciaga. Mainstream media is not canceling Balenciaga. Business associates not canceling Balenciaga. Partners and all these big corporate organizations, no one, no movie star, no music star, no sports star, nobody is canceling Balenciaga. But Kanye got cancelled in just a few hours. Demoted. Lost billions. It tells you everything you need to know about these people. When I tell you mainstream media, when you see them supporting anything, run away from it. How many times am I going to say it? You know, sometimes I feel like our biggest problem is not really the devil. It is the people who have bought into the devil's lies. These are the biggest problem we're going to have on earth. I'm telling you, the zombies that these guys are making are all around us. And these zombies will turn on us who want to tell them the truth, because zombies are programmed to resist the truth and even fight the bearers of the truth. That's what you see happening on social media. Social media, most people don't know this, is actually created to turn you into a zombie. You don't know, except if you have gotten some power over it. If you don't have power over the social media, you will find out that it was created to turn you to a zombie. A zombie does not have a mind of his or her own. A zombie will just regurgitate what is planted into them. They don't know what is called objectivity. They don't know what is called critical thinking. They don't do that. Just do the thinking for them. Dump it in, garbage out. I've been saying these things for the longest time. People are not paying attention. Thank God for those who are paying attention. God bless you. But this is the world we live in right now. I told you we were going to get here. I told you when they were restarting the Large Hadron Collider at CERN that this is going to happen. You're going to wake up one day and realize you are living in a totally different world. A world in which the love of Satan is now held in a higher esteem than the love of God. That's why those kids held that thing out. I love you, Satan! For a few seconds on the screen, because that's the plan to make our children subconsciously fall in love with Satan, to make them argue with their parents. If you're telling me to love God, why can't I also love Satan? These are two opposing powers. If this one needs love, this one also needs love too. And especially when almost every single program that these kids are exposed to are themed after satanic lifestyles. How can you stop this other than waking up from your slumber and fighting like your whole life and destiny depends on it? We have to fight for these children, to protect them, to keep them, to make sure that Satan does not take these children away from us. Remember when I used to tell us about this sign? I did a video. I have actually done a lot of videos, guys. I've done videos. Just go scroll down and watch these videos. I've done them. I've done the research. I've done the work. Just go watch and share. I told you when they do this sign, which is the horn of the devil, that they are actually saying, I love you, Satan. You can call this also El Diablo. I've explained this. The founder of the Church of Satan, Anton LaVey, has also explained it to you. When you're doing this, you're saying, I love you, Satan. Today, it's no longer a sign, it's happening in real life. They want the children to be conditioned subconsciously into seeing that loving Satan is really not a bad thing. Forget about what the Bible is telling you. That's why, look at how many of your children read the Bible today. How many of them even own Bibles? This is why I'm telling us to wake up. Let us wake up. Let me read you something that will shock you as I round up. Let me read you something. So look at the caption here. And this is a popular brand for people who know. If you live in Canada or even elsewhere, you know this brand, Simmons. It says, Canadian fashion retailer releases repulsive ad promoting assisted suicide. And so there's this video, I want you to see it on the screen. There's this video about assisted suicide. In this video, the lady was just basically saying a lot of beautiful things about dying, about taking your own life. The lady was busy talking about how beautiful it is, what she sees, what she's expecting. So it's in the whole video, she was basically talking about the virtues, the beauty of taking your life and dying, just to make people be desensitized from the fear of death. Don't fear death. Death is actually a good thing. This is what the video is all about. And a fashion retailer from Canada takes a clip from that video and uses it for their own ad and says, it's all beautiful. Go kill yourself, guy. They've already been telling you that there are too many people on earth. Bill Gates and the rest of them, World Economic Forum, they've been telling you there are too many people. That's why they want you to go and eat insects and eat all kinds of nonsense. That's why they want you to take your own. They say we are too many on earth, 7-something billion and counting, in a world that has not been even a quarter way populated. Yet they say we are too many and we need to kill ourselves off or get killed by something. So now they have fashion retailers using assisted suicide videos to do ad, to tell you it is time to embrace death. Death is not really as bad as people make it to feel. Death is not something that you should run away from. You should embrace it. Despite the death they have caused to humanity with all kinds of rubbish and the jabbing they've done, they still want you to have a consciousness of embracing death, so that while you are sitting down somewhere, you feel like you're not happy with something, you just go and carry something and kill yourself. No wonder we have such terrible spirit of suicide all around us everywhere, like we've never seen before in human history. The mind control programming, the trauma-based mind control, it's happening at a record pace. Look, I Love You, Satan, from Disney, and it's a Christmas series. In my video where I told you guys that Santa actually means Satan, where I was explaining that Christmas is a pagan holiday, it's still there. Go down on my channel, you'll see the video there. Did I not tell you that Santa means Satan? Have they not proven it to you now? After saying, I love you, Satan, they moved to, I love you, Santa. They preached my message for me. And they also proved to you that all these years, Disney has been hiding their satanic and occult origins. I've been saying it, you've seen it now. Scripted, acted, done, and dusted. May God bless you and keep you. May God give you the grace to rise up and do what is right when the time is right. I love you with all my heart, man. And I pray that you don't take this personal. I just feel so bad. I feel so bad. You have no idea what I feel on the inside. Fire raging inside me. That's why I scream and do all these things. It's not intentional. I love you. But please wake up from your deep slumber. Times have changed. It's no longer the world you used to know. It's a totally different world right now. That's going to be run by transhumanists. That's why they're telling you to kill yourself, so they can bring in their robots and transhumanist elements that they've been preparing to come and run our world. But God is greater than them, and He will give you the grace to do the right thing. God bless you.